In a remote village nestled between emerald hills and ancient forests, there lived a curious boy named Karan. He was known for asking too many questions, dreaming too big, and failing far too often. His family was poor, and school didn't come easy to him. Whenever he tried to learn, he struggled. Whenever he tried to work, he stumbled. People often said, "He's not cut out for anything great." Over time, Karan began to believe it too. But one day, after yet another failure, he heard a tale from the village elders about a wise monk who lived in the mountains, a man who rarely spoke, but whose words were said to change lives. So, with nothing but determination in his heart and a few pieces of flatbread in his satchel, Karan set out to meet the monk. The journey was long and steep. His legs ached, his lips dried, and twice he thought of turning back. But something inside urged him forward. When he finally reached the mountaintop monastery, the sun was beginning to set. The monk was sitting silently in the garden, watching the sky turn orange. Karan bowed. "Master, I've come to ask you something. Why do I keep failing? I try and I try, but nothing changes. What am I doing wrong?" The monk looked at him with gentle eyes and said, "Come, sit." Karan sat beside him, his heart pounding in the stillness. The monk pointed to a large rock beside the pond. "Do you see that rock?" "Yes," said Karan. "Years ago, water from that stream would gently drip onto the rock, just one drop at a time. Nothing powerful, nothing violent, just tiny drops falling again and again. Over the years, those drops carved a hollow into solid stone." Karan stared at the rock. The depression was smooth, like a bowl carved by invisible hands. "That is the power of the 1% rule," said the monk. "Tiny changes, done consistently, lead to massive results. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they give up when they don't see instant success." Karan frowned. "But I study and still get poor marks. I practice and still make mistakes. It's frustrating." The monk nodded. "Of course, because you expect change to shout, not whisper. But let me tell you a story." He began. There was once a farmer who wanted to grow bamboo. He planted the seed, watered it every day, and waited. After 1 month, nothing. 2 months, still nothing. A year passed, still not a sprout. People mocked him. They said the seed was dead. But the farmer kept watering every single day. In the 5th year, something incredible happened. The bamboo suddenly broke through the earth and grew 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. But did it really grow in 6 weeks? No. It grew because of the 5 years of invisible effort, quietly building roots beneath the ground. The monk looked into Karan's eyes. "Your efforts are like that. Every 1% improvement may seem small today, but do it daily, in your studies, your discipline, your attitude, and you will wake up one day and not recognize the person you've become." Karan felt something shift inside him. "But what if I fail again?" he whispered. "You will," the monk replied. "Everyone does. But failure isn't the end. It's feedback. Learn from it, adjust, then continue, 1% better than yesterday." He stood and offered Karan a walking stick. "Go back to your village. Start small. Don't aim to become a master in a week. Just be a little better each day. That is the secret of those who rise." Karan returned home with a new fire in his heart. He didn't try to memorize entire books overnight. Instead, he studied just 1 page better than the day before. He didn't aim to become a top athlete in a month. Instead, he trained a little harder each morning. When he stumbled, he reminded himself, just 1%. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Slowly, he grew in strength, knowledge, and confidence. People now looked up to him. They asked, "What was the turning point in your life?" And he smiled, remembering the mountain, the monk, and the quiet drops of water. "The turning point," he said, "was learning that massive change begins with a 1% choice. and so his story inspired many others. Proof that greatness is not a giant leap, but a series of small steps taken with faith.